What is up, you beauties? It's For The Packs, and today I'm going to show you guys the 6 best places to land and loot in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Now, I absolutely love action in this game, and since I play a lot of H1Z1 King of the Kill, I like to get a lot of kills and loot really fast. So make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new and want to see more PUBG tutorials and content. But for now, let's get right into the video on the 6 best places to land and loot in PlayerUnknown's. So before I go into specific spots on the map, take a look at this bad boy. Whoever came up with this heat map, I absolutely love you. It's super helpful for beginners and even players like me that are still kind of new to the game and really want to get into exactly where to land and where to loot and where to find the best loot possible. Now, of course, there are many houses and buildings and shacks and whatever that you guys can find the exact same loot at, but there are just more chances of good loot spawning at these 6 locations. First up, we have basically everybody's favorite spot, and that is the military base. So if you guys want action and a lot of it, land here every single game. There are a bunch of buildings, and then the jail cells or the military cells or whatever, there are just open garages and whatever, a ton of loot. If you end up landing here kind of alone, you can get a bunch of loot really fast and then just go kill a lot of people. I find a ton of ARs here, a lot of scars for some reason, a lot of scars, a lot of UMPs, and of course there are a few level 3 helmets and vests. Attachments are plentiful and you will have no issue finding loot whatsoever. Now, the only thing I must say is to always be aware of your surroundings when you're landing here. Play it quiet. It will definitely benefit you in the long run with a couple of kills. Now, second is on the same exact island, and this is actually my favorite spot to land as a team, like in duos or squad games. To the east of the military base is a place called Novo. Novo has a bunch of amazing containers that have amazing loot, great military equipment. It's another one of those spots on that heat map that they said has a lot of military equipment. So this is a great spawn. Me and the boys land here pretty much every single game because there are 3 car spawns, 2 or 3 boat spawns, and a bit safer than the military base itself, but you can still get the same loot and the same amount of kills with just a little bit less people. Now, I always find what I need here to basically last me the entire game. So sometimes there are silencers. I know a lot of you guys don't like them, but I love using silencers. I'm a big stealthy guy, but at the same time, I love going for kills. So Novo is one of the best spots to land in PUBG. This next spot at number 3 is probably my go-to spot on solos and even duos and 4s as well. And I love landing in the huge northwest city of Georgia Pool. And on the crate side though, if you land on the north side, there's a lot of huge buildings. It's hard to loot a bunch of buildings at the same time. Unless you're with squads, then squads could wipe out that entire city in 5 or 10 minutes. So it's a very good looting spot for squads. But if you guys go south to the crates, this spot is literally Novo on crack. There are always 3 to 5 people landing at these crates, and if you guys want kills, you'll find them here every single time. I always get an AR and an SMG really fast and just go hunting. If you guys are looting the warehouses fast, and you will be able to get some kills right away. I always land at those warehouses and I always get kills. If I land at the crates, sometimes it's hit or miss. If you land on top of the crates and there's absolutely nothing, somebody could just come up with behind you with a shotgun or whatever and just rush you and you're dead. There are some car spawns here, so if you need to get far away, the safe zone's far east, then you will have no problem. A lot of times I find really good scopes here for some reason. Of course, really good armors and helmets and body armors, whatever. I just loot the warehouses first and then go to the crates and clear it all out before I leave. So you have to watch yourself though, because across the water a few people will start coming south to get into the safe zone. So make sure to loot fast and heavy and then head out with a couple of kills and lots of good loot. Make sure after this video, you guys, to tell me your favorite looting spot in PUBG and where you get a lot of kills. But rolling into number 4 is of course the apartments and the school. Now, this is strictly for getting kills. If it's not the greatest loot, of course the apartments have really good loot. The school sometimes has very good loot as well, but there's always going to be a million people landing here. So if you guys want a bunch of kills, I swear there are at least 10 or more people landing at the school every single game, and then another 5 or so landing at the apartments. So at the school, there is some great loot, but ideally you want an SMG right away or a shotgun to clean players up fast. I love landing at the bottom of the school and then working my way up to the top. So the bottom floor has some SMGs usually. In this video, I picked up a Vector. Vector is arguably one of the best weapons in the entire game. for close range kills. So the Vector is great. I found an extended mag right away. Bingo, we're good to go. We're gonna get some kills. If you guys land on the roof, there's good loot, but honestly, like 6 people land there right away, so I'm not too fond of dying right away. But landing at the bottom, loot fast and get some easy kills. And then at the apartments, just like I like to look around when I'm landing and then like to see where the enemies are landing, loot my building fast, and then just go after people. I always find good weapons and helmets and attachments here every single time. Now the 4th spot is actually a place that I just recently started going to and have had a ton of success at, is the crater at the east side of the map. This place is stacked with people and loot every single game. Like I found 2 silencers for my AR here, honestly, like 60% of the time. At least one spawns here a lot of the time. It's a very, very good military spot to land. And this place has so much loot and so many people with just a couple of buildings. It's crazy. The 5-story building is probably the last place you want to loot, but make sure there isn't anybody camping in there just waiting for you like with a Vector or a shotgun. But this place, again, is absolutely amazing. You guys have to try it out. There's a lot of kills to be made and a lot of loot to have, so it's really, really good. The 6th and final place to land in PUBG is another one of my like underrated favorite spots to land, and that is the easternmost city called Pubg. I absolutely love this city because there is a ton of loot. If you guys are somebody that doesn't really like too much action at the start of the game but wants all the best loot, this is a perfect place. Only a couple of people land here. Like sometimes I'll land here like with like 2 people. Like I mean, at most you'll see maybe like 3 other people landing here. I like this place for the boat spawns though. There's always a boat spawn to the east of the city, and in case the safe zone is around the milli base or like to the far south or even like far west, if you don't have a car to travel west, this is a great bailout option. You can just take the boat, just make sure you have an extra gas can and you'll be good to go and getting some good loot, getting some good kills, and you can just book it out of there no problem. Well guys, that is it for the best places to land PUBG video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. I make a mixture of PUBG and H1Z1 videos on my channel. I love playing both games so much, so check out my other PUBG videos soon. I'm also currently live streaming right now on twitch.tv/forthepacks, and we are currently playing H1Z1 King of the Kill today. So come out and say hi and join the Wolfpack family. But if I don't see you guys on Twitch today, I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Have an amazing day, and always remember to be positive, get better, and stay beautiful, people.